Hello, folks. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers in the mountain. You caught me in my happy nappy time, but I've been doing some thinking about today's activation. I did not spot that I was going to be there. Matter of fact, I only spotted up on the upper bands after I accomplished a goal. And this, for you new hunters out there who are thinking about activating, give it a shot. Try it out. But let me tell you what I did today. I was at 10406. That's up Church. No, that's Lake Rim. I'm sorry. I get my parks mixed up. Lake Rim. That's my Atno. And it is very crowded. There was probably 35 people out there trying to drown bait and all. I sat in the car with the ATOS because it was projected bad weather. Another gentleman and I were going to go out and run a twofer, but the elements of the forecasted storms coming made us rethink because of the travel time for him to get to the park and or for me to get to the park. We'd hate to have to drive that same amount of time in downpouring rain coming home. And I share that for you folks to consider when you're going out on an activation, that those are some of the other elements in time that you will spend. But let's talk about what we did today. I did nothing except use the spotting page, period. And I sat in the car with the ATOS. You can use a hamstick, or if you wanted to set up at a park and do it, you can do that too. But all I did was work park to parks. And I got my list here. It requires me to put my glasses on. But before I decided to go spot myself, and I did not spot myself on 20 and 40 because I anticipated the opportunity of being called by somebody to go see about some work. And I always try to do it close to this park so that while I'm waiting or killing time, that I can get an activation in. Looking at it, I had 29 park to parks. 29 park to parks. And out of that 29 park to parks, I had received 26 of them. Yep, I'm looking right. 26 of them prior to me actually spotting on 17, 15, 12, and 10. I never spotted on 20 and 40 because I know what would happen. But the thing is, folks, if you want to get out there, it's not how many contacts you get as long as you get the 10. It's not how big a pile-ups you get when you get out there. There's a way to control that. Go on QRP, running 5 whiskeys. And if you spot yourself, then you're going to find a much larger group of people. But if you just go work them park to park, you can still have some great activations and never hit the spotting page. You'll get ready when you're ready to spot and spend an hour or two. If you're going to go on a rope, you'll learn to get maybe 12, 14 contacts and then head on down to the next park. But just keep in mind, even with you being a new activator and not spotting on the spotting page, here is another secret that's not a secret to put in the back of your head. During contestings, which Parks on the Air is not a contest, okay? So make sure you remember that. But there's nothing saying you can't work those that are in a contest. You do not have to tell them your park number. You just do the normal exchange that they request and go on about your business. Very simple. They don't care what park you're in. They're more than likely going to look for your state. They're going to look for how much power you're running, and they may want a number 01 or 031 or whatever. It doesn't make a difference when you are out activating a park during someone else's contest. So don't let the contesting scare you. In reality, take the time, go set yourself up with your station, and you don't even have to use the spotting page if you don't want. Stay within the spectrum of band that you're authorized with your class of license. In other words, 10-meter folks, you need to be in the 10-meter portion of the band. And as far as sideband is concerned, generally, you know where you got to be, plus or minus 3 kc. That doesn't mean at 7299, no, you're out of band. People don't like to talk about that, but in the real world, that is the real world. It's even a test question, 3 kc plus or minus. So stay within your band privileges and just have fun. That's what we did today. We enjoyed chasing parks, park to park, one of my things that I enjoy, while hoping that I could be on a more profitable side of the day, but nothing else, I can still have some fun. We hope that this will help some of you folks, but don't fret the little stuff. Go out and have fun with Parks on the Air. NC4XL. North Carolina for extreme lovers. Yes, at my happy nap time. May God bless. 73s till our next activation.